Bud Light maker offers distributors free beer and more ad spending after Dylan Mulvaney backlash. Let's dive into the details, shall we? The maker of Bud Light is working to make amends with its distributors who say they have taken the brunt of the backlash to accompany promotion with a transgender influencer. Anheuser-Busch InBev, the country's largest brewer, has pledged to boost its marketing spending on Bud Light, accelerate production of a new slate of ads, and give a case of Bud Light to every employee of an Anheuser-Busch wholesaler, Distributors said. The efforts are continuing a month after Dylan Mulvaney, a transgender social media star, spoke in an Instagram video about a personalized can of Bud Light that the brewer had sent her as a gift. The April 1st post sparked a boycott that caused sales to plummet for both Anheuser-Busch and its independently owned distributors. The distributors' employees, many of whom drive trucks bearing the Bud Light logo, were confronted by angry people on streets, in stores, and in bars. In the week ending April 22nd, Bud Light's U.S. retail store sales fell 21.4% compared with the year earlier, according to an analyst of Nielsen data by Bump Williams Consulting. Meanwhile, sales of rival brands Coors Light and Miller Lite each grew about 21%. Sales of other Anheuser-Busch brands declined too, including Budweiser, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra, according to Bump Williams. It sent shockwaves through distributors, said Jeff Wheeler, vice president of marketing for Del Papa Distributing near Houston, Texas, where he says his administrative staff fielded tons of phone calls from people being very hateful. As the backlash mounted, Del Papa posted a statement on Facebook saying Anheuser-Busch worked with hundreds of influencers and that the local distributor had no control over the brewing giant's marketing decisions. We too are upset with this situation and have been vocal about it with the top leadership at Anheuser-Busch, Del Papa's statement said. Many of Anheuser-Busch's distributors are family-owned businesses that have carried the brewer's products for generations. Earlier this year, Bud Light's distributors felt a new sense of optimism about their struggling flagship brand. The company planned to increase its U.S. marketing spending on Bud Light fivefold after sharply cutting it during the pandemic. Anheuser-Busch also adopted a new marketing strategy for attracting a younger and more diverse audience. Anheuser-Busch presents its marketing plans to distributors at an annual meeting each January. In interviews with the Wall Street Journal over the past week, wholesalers said they were thrilled at this year's meeting in Anaheim, California, when the company unveiled a new marketing campaign for Bud Light and screened the company's planned Super Bowl ads. One featured actor Miles Teller and his wife, model and actor Kaylee Sperry Teller, having an impromptu dance party in their living room. After the Super Bowl ads aired, sales trends for the brand were improving. The trouble began when the brand enlisted several social media influencers, including Mulvaney, to create buzz for the beer brand during the March Madness college basketball tournament. The can made for Mulvaney was never available for sale, but many people, including bar and store owners, wrongfully came to believe that Mulvaney's video had aired as a television commercial or that the can with their picture on it was stocked in store shelves, wholesalers said. Some people objected to the brand's association with the transgender influencer. Others dug up earlier comments from Alicia Heinerscheid, the Anheuser-Busch executive who oversaw Bud Light's marketing. They said belittled Bud Light drinkers. Speaking in a March podcast interview about trying to make the brand appeal to a broader audience, Ms. Heinerscheid had described previous Bud Light campaigns as having fratty, sort of out-of-touch humor. The musician Kid Rock posted a video on Twitter in which he shot a case of Bud Light with a rifle. It's kind of just funny they just throw that in at the end of the paragraph. They didn't need to take this risk, one distributor said, adding that he was worried the brand might now swing back in the other direction. I lost my cowboy bars, and now I could lose my gay bars too. Bud Light for decades has supported LGBT rights. On April 14th, Brandon Whitworth, chief executive of AB InBev's North America business, issued a written statement saying, "We never intended to be part of a discussion that divides people. We are in the business of bringing people together over beer." He sent the same statement to wholesalers in a pre-recorded video. On April 21st, the brewer told distributors it had placed Ms. Heinerscheid on leave and named a replacement for her in the role of vice president for Bud Light. The company also placed on leave her boss, Daniel Blake, who oversaw marketing for Budweiser, Bud Light, and other mainstream brands. The company said it would revamp its process so senior leaders are more involved in marketing decisions. Yeah, the upper leadership after this is like, oh, we're not letting this happen again. We're approving everything. On April 24th, Mr. Whitworth met with a group of its distributors in Washington, D.C., where they had traveled for a beer wholesaler conference. He told them that he hadn't known about Miss Mulvaney's post or the personalized can until someone sent him a text message shortly after the backlash erupted. He found out from the public. Well, the brewer promised to spend multiples more on Bud Light this year than previously planned. Not going to work, but what else can you do, I guess, right? Anheuser-Busch released a new ad last week for the NFL draft and told wholesalers that it is accelerating production on others. The brewer told distributors that the Bud Light marketing will stay consistent with the easy-to-drink, easy-to-enjoy theme of this year's Super Bowl commercials. Yeah, and that ad that this article mentions about them that they just released got really bad backlash, and they had to disable the comments. So it's not working at all. Anheuser-Busch has invited wholesalers to a meeting next week in St. Louis where they expect to hear more details on the company's summer marketing plans. Anheuser-Busch also paid for a free case of Bud Light for every distributor employee. And last week it sent wholesalers a letter they could share with retailers to address misperceptions about Mulvaney's post. This can is not a formal campaign or advertisement, the letter said. Our new vice president of Bud Light and all of us at Anheuser-Busch are committed to reminding all of our consumers why they love Bud Light and why they've made it the #1 brand in America. Well, too bad every time people see Bud Light now, they remember why they hate it too. So that's the thing. They're, like I said before, they're between a rock and a hard place. If they go and really go too ham and apologize, then all the left is gonna be mad. But now all the conservatives are mad. That's what that guy was just saying. He's like, one of the distributors. He's like, I'm worried it's going to go back the other way. I lost all my cowboy bars. Now I'm going to lose all my gay bars next. It's like, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. It's funny. They think just throwing money at marketing is going to help at all. People are so weird. It's like, all right, we'll just show them ads and that'll convince them. It's like, it's not going to do anything. They're going to see an ad for Bud Light and change the channel or skip the ad or whatever. They're not going to just change their mind on this. The people that are upset, why would they? Yeah, it's not going to work. But yeah, it's just funny. And then it's also really funny. Hey, well, we'll give you a free case of beer for every wholesale employee. I'm guessing that's a lot, but that's the only way they're getting people to drink Bud Light. Hey, we'll give it to you for free. I think it'd be funny if they went and gave it to everyone for free, and then the reports come back, oh, no, none of the employees even wanted it. Yep, so I guess we're saving money because we offered, but none of the employees want it. That sounds hilarious. I wonder if that will be the case. That would be really funny if we see reports of that next. But yeah, it's these distributors. It doesn't matter, like more ads and everything. It's funny they were optimistic at the beginning of the year, like, hey, the flagship brand is coming back, and then they did this. And I also think it's funny that the upper leaders like, we're going to be more involved in the marketing now. Yeah, make sure you approve every little detail because Look at the damage this can cause. More companies really got to learn from this. But what's your opinion on this story? Please let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for daily news updates, hit that notification bell, and share this video to help spread the news. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.